The foundation of Hindu ethics is the Vedic teaching that God, Brahman, and the indwelling self of man are one and the same. Behind the psychophysical man is the self, which is divine. I am Atma Brahma, the self is Brahman, is a fundamental teaching of the Hindu scriptures. The self forms the very core of a man's being. It is different from his physical body, vital energy, senses, and mind. Man's ego is not this self. The ego or I-ness is an idea only. It is purely mental. Being mental, it cannot be the self. The self of man is Atman in Sanskrit. If Brahman is compared to an infinite ocean, then Atman is a wave in it. The ocean is never different from its waves, and the waves are never different from the ocean. They are one and the same. Thus Brahman and Atman are one and the same. It is Atman which has become the manifold universe. If I hurt anyone, I actually hurt myself. Therefore, I must not hurt anyone. This realization is the basis of Hindu ethics. The Isha Upanishad says very beautifully, "He who sees all beings in the self, and the self in all beings, hates no one." The spiritual goal of Hinduism is to experience this divine self within and without. The Advaita, or non-dualistic school of Vedanta philosophy, believes that one can have liberation from samsara. Samsara being the cycle of death and rebirth to which life in the material world is bound. Such release or liberation is called Jivan Mukti in Sanskrit. According to this school, a spiritual aspirant has to first go through various moral and ethical practices, worship or upasana of the personal God. These observances gradually purify his mind and make it ready for the intense meditation on the impersonal divine reality. Such meditation enables him to have Atma-jnana, or the knowledge of his inner divine self. Atma-jnana destroys the mantle of ignorance that covers the knowledge of reality. Release will come as soon as his ignorance is annihilated. Then he becomes a Jivan Mukta. After attaining Jivan Mukti, he can no longer think of himself as an embodied being. To a Jivan Mukta, the body, like the rest of the world, appears illusory.